Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Joe here, bringing you the next episode. No, you're not bringing you the next episode. I'm bringing you a totally brand new video today. And it's my predictions for the 2016-17 season in the Premier League. Now, obviously last season, massive title challenge from Leicester, and they obviously succeeded in doing so, which is something that nobody even expected. Obviously Chelsea finished in 10th. Villa, Norwich and Newcastle went down. So we're going to start from the bottom of the league table and work our way up. So in 20th, I have predicted that Burnley will finish bottom. Although they won the championship last season to get promoted, I just think they'll go straight back down. They've not got a lot of money. They haven't done many transfers in the window to date. That's my thinking of it. Hull City, I think, will finish in 19th. I didn't know this until a few hours ago, but recently they've apparently lost Steve Bruce, who was obviously in charge. Again, I don't think they've got much of a transfer budget, or they haven't made many signings yet. Not entirely sure on that front. Then Sunderland, I think, will join them in the Championship next season. Only just about scraped it last season, finishing in 17th, 2 points above Newcastle. But I think that this time around, Sunderland are out of the Premier League this time. I think that they'll probably won't do it. They'll probably still be scrapping for survival. Whether they'll do it or not is another thing. But I think they'll get relegated. They've got West Brom in 17th. Last season they finished in 14th. But then again, I think it's not. I don't know what to think in terms of West Brom and their position. It's I don't know. It's a bit of a difficult one, to be honest with you. Let's just have a look and see what they've done, shall we? In terms of, have they done anything so far? No, not really. They've only bought in Matt Phillips for 5.5 million and let a couple of their key players go. So I think they'll finish in 17th. Watford, I predict, will finish in 16th. And let's see what they've made in terms of transfers. I mean, they've done all right. They've bought two, sold some players. They bought some in. Obviously they last season finished in 13th, but I think they haven't done exactly the best of business as yet. In my opinion, I think they could finish in 16th. Bournemouth in 15th. They finished in 16th last year, and I think one of the best young managers in the Premier League at the moment, in Eddie Howe. I believe that he's gonna hopefully, obviously, keep Bournemouth on track and take them a few places higher than what they got last season. They've let some players go. They've also brought some players in. They brought Brad Smith in from Liverpool. They brought Jordan Ibe in from Liverpool, very good player for them. Lewis Cook from Leeds United. Hindman from Fulham on a free. So they've done pretty well, and I think again Bournemouth will finish the Premier League in a decent position comfortably. And I think they will have a decent season. Middlesbrough obviously got promoted as well, along with Hull and Burnley. They've obviously bought in Victor Valdez, definitely from Manchester United. They've only let one go to Darlington. They brought in De Roon from Atlanta, Guzan from Villa, Fisher from Ajax, Espinoza from Sporting Gijon, and Barragan from Valencia. So they've done all right in the transfer window. I've got no idea. I mean, Guzan, Valdez, and Espinoza are the only three players out of that list that I know of. And I think that they can quite comfortably avoid the relegation and stay in the Premier League for next season. Swansea, I think, will finish in 13th. Had a decent season last time around, finishing in 12th. In terms of their transfer business so far, They brought in Leroy Fer and from Queen's Park Rangers, De Horn from Ajax, and then another player on a free. I think, Swansea, decent club. Very difficult to play against at times, I must admit. But I think that this time around they will finish in 13th. Crystal Palace, I think, will finish in 12th. Where are they? There they are. I'm on the Sky Sports website at the minute, trying to look at their transfers. Now, this is absolutely insane. Now, they've let a lot of players go. Adebayor, Shamak, Gale, Hangeland, Mariappa, McCarthy. But they've also managed to bring some good players in. Cabaye, Mandanda, Tompkins, and Townsend. 4 very, very good players there that they've managed to bring in. And I think, Palace, although I predicted them to be 12th, they could, if they play really, really well, they could actually get top half, I believe. But I think, in terms of what other clubs have done, they'll finish in 12th. As for 11th, I think that'll be where Stoke finish. They obviously finished in 10th, I believe, last time around. No, it was 9th. Stoke finished in 9th last season. I think it was their highest ever finish in the state that they've had in the Premier League since like 2008 or whenever they came up. Not much going on. They brought in Joe Allen from Liverpool. Decent signing for them. I think they will have another very good, strong season indeed. As for 10th, I think that will go to Southampton. A team that, finished pretty strongly last season in 6th. Secured a European spot. Again, another one of those difficult teams to play against. They've let quite a few players go. Gallagher on loan to Blackburn Rovers, Davis retired, Mane to Liverpool for 34 million. So they've got the money to really splash out. A boy Nevin Redmond from Norwich, McCarthy from Palace, and Højbjerg from Bayern Munich on an undisclosed fee. And they had a very good season last season. If they play as well as they did last season, then I think they could really push for a European spot once again. But I think they will finish in 10th. 9th, I think, will go to West Ham, a team that finished in 7th last season. West Ham, obviously did very well last season. Got Payet in, who obviously played very well indeed. Still got Slaven Bilic at the helm. They let James Tompkins go to Palace. Joey O'Brien and Elliot Lee released. They bought Nordveit. Lanzini was obviously there anyway, but he was brought in on a permanent deal now. And Sofian Feghouli from Valencia was brought in on a free. Feghouli, a very good player indeed, and could complement Payet very well. And I reckon they'll finish in 9th. Everton, I think, will finish in 8th. This is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. Everton finished in 11th last season, and obviously they obviously lost Roberto Martinez and gained Ronald Koeman from Southampton. Now, I don't know what Everton have done in terms of deals. I think they've done pretty well. They've let a few go. Obviously, Tim Howard has gone to America. John Stones has gone to Manchester City in the last couple of days for 47 million. Pienaar, Osman, Hibbert all released. They've managed to bring in Ashley Williams from Swansea, Martin Stecklenburg from Fulham, Idrissa Gueye from Aston Villa. So although they've lost John Stones, Ashley Williams is the perfect replacement. I mean, Stones going to Manchester City for 47 million is just absolutely insane. But, I think Everton can push again up in the Europa League places and push for a strong finish in the league. 7th, I believe, will go to Leicester. Now, obviously, they were the Premier League champions last season, the team of the season, the team that you had to watch out for because of their quality that they had in Vardy, Kante and Mahrez. Now, obviously, Kante has left for Chelsea on a £30 million deal. That was the only key one that left, really. And they did bring in Ben Hammer from... Oh, no. They brought in Mendy from Nice, Musa from the CSKA Moscow, and Zyler from Hanover. 3 decent-looking players. And I obviously, for Leicester to retain the title would be very, very difficult with what Manchester City, Manchester United have done so far this season. We'll get on to those in a moment. But I think Leicester, they have another good season like they did last season. They can do just as well, if not a little bit. They can do just as well as they did last season. We're getting into the top 6 now. Now this is where it gets really, really tight. I mean, 6, I reckon Arsenal will finish there. I mean, you know, we get this every year with Arsenal. They've got the money, and they don't seem to use it very much. I mean, obviously they bought the only players they haven't exactly sold anybody. Arteta, Rosicky were released, Galindo retired, and Hayden left to Newcastle on an undisclosed fee. Rob Holding came in from Bolton Wanderers on an undisclosed fee. And then they bought Xhaka from Mönchengladbach for 34 million. And that's their only big signing so far. Now, obviously every year, big players get linked to Arsenal. They don't go through with it because Arsene Wenger's one of those managers that for years doesn't seem to spend the money that he's got available to him at his disposal. And to be honest, I think this will be his last year as Arsenal boss. And I reckon, you know, based on the signings, they're not going to do as well because the team is still not quite as good as it could or probably even should be. 5th, I think Liverpool are going to finish in 5th. You know, they've bought well in the transfer market so far this summer. And now I can't even go back on the website. What the hell? They've obviously bought in Matip at centre back. Can't remember who else they brought in. There was somebody else as well. Can't quite remember who. Right, let's go to the Liverpool ins and outs now and see who they signed. Obviously Matip was one of them. They brought in Karius from Mainz, Sadio Mane from Southampton, £34 million. They've obviously let a lot of players go. Allen, Asaidi, Ibe, Skirtle, Kolo Toure. So they've lost some big players, and obviously they finished in 8th last season. Didn't expect them to. Well, they finished in 8th, but I think they'll finish in 5th this time based on what they've made some big changes in that squad. Some massive signings in 4th. Spurs, I think Spurs will finish in 4th. You know, they had an absolute wonder season last time out, and finishing in 3rd. But I think, you know, they've only bought in, to my knowledge, they've only bought in Wanyama from Southampton and Janssen from Alkmaar. So I think, you know, they've got the squad that, to be honest, there's not many changes you can make to that Spurs squad. And if they play just as well as they did last season, I think they will do well and they'll finish in 4th. Now, Chelsea, I believe, will finish in 3rd. Now, obviously, for everybody associated with Chelsea Football Club, last season was the season to forget totally. You know, we've made a couple of signings in Batshuayi and Kante. We've let Amelia and Miazga and the Smoke Mohamed Salah and Swift go out of the club so far this time around. But I think, you know, we although we've made some good signings in Kante and Batshuayi through pre-season, Chelsea's defence wasn't exactly up to scratch. I mean, Ivanovic, I based on what Ivanovic did last season, I now absolutely disgust the guy, and it's just absolutely insane. Our defence needs improving. And obviously that means the top 2 are the 2 Manchester clubs. I think Manchester City are going to win it, personally. And then Manchester United in 2nd. Pogba obviously signed for Manchester United. Some fantastic players in there. Mourinho obviously and Pep Guardiola at the helm of each club. So that is that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Indeed, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one very soon indeed. See you later.